So I've been serving for about 9 months. I've worked in the studio, but I'm currently in the junction with the 4 and 5-year-olds. So I was motivated to start serving in the children's ministry because when I started serving, I had been attending Cornerstone for about a year, and I felt that in that year I'd grown so much in my faith and my relationship with God and in others in this community. And I just really wanted to give back in some way and try to just continue building those relationships and fostering the community that I felt had given so much to me already.
I work specifically with elementary age kids in the loft, so a lot of first, second, third, and up through fifth graders, and they have allowed me to be a kid again and to know I can play and play and pray at the same time and not feel guilty about it, not feel like I need to be this adult with being so serious all the time.
So through serving, I really learned that God uses literally everyone to work in the lives of others, even his smallest children. Whether it's like a comment that a child makes related to the Bible story, the memory verse that's unusually wise for their small age, or just watching children work together and like big siblings helping little siblings and things like that. It's just, I'm always in awe of the love that's in the room when I'm in the junction. So one of the moments that really had a significant impact on me as a volunteer was this one Sunday. We had a huge amount of kids that day, and I was really overwhelmed. The activities we were doing were kind of full of energy, and all the kids were just feeding off of each other, and there was one kid that was kind of egging everyone else on, and I was extremely frustrated with him. But then we moved on to this next activity, and it involved saying the memory verse while doing hopscotch. And so it was kind of each step they would say a different part of the verse. And he had learned it and then was going through the hopscotch with each of the other kids. It was so cool to see him showing love for them and respect for everyone else in the room as well.
I remember one time Tucker came up to play some music for the kids, and he was kind of waiting around. And he made a comment to me after the session, having listened in to some of our discussion. And he was like, "Rob, the kids just say the most amazing things." And I'd actually gotten kind of used to it. I was like, it was kind of normal. And then he sort of made me pause and say, "This is so amazing what you get to do." And yeah, some of the things that come out of their mouth are just beyond imaginable. And so sometimes it takes those moments to pause and realize like how wonderful an opportunity it is to hear the wisdom of children.
So I've often heard Tony say that service is something that we want for you, not just from you. And that definitely rings true as I reflected on my time with the children's ministry. So I see my Sundays in the children's, in the junction as, kind of a way to recharge because I feel like often as a busy student, I find that my Sundays are just spent worrying about the week ahead and trying to scramble to prepare for what's coming up. But I find that when I go to church at 9 a.m. and then come over at 11 a.m. and help out with the children, that I'm completely focused on them. I'm able to be truly present and just focus on, loving them, and really everything else just kind of leaves my mind, and I'm able to just focus on one thing, and then I come out feeling, recharged and ready to go for the week.
So if you're out there now with even the tiniest thought or no thought at all of wanting to volunteer in the children's ministry, saying you don't have time is not an excuse. So now for the past 4 months, I've been living in Winchester, spending 60 to 70 hours a week working in hospital settings and clinic settings. And I've just carved out time to drive back 2 hours on weekends when I'm not working to be with these kids. And I really just couldn't think of a better way to spend those free hours that I do have than with kids that allow me to play.